Welcome back, you filthy exiles. So, I got a little bored, and it's end of financial year, and been doing a lot of numbers recently. Anyway, some smartass challenged me in one of the discords that, you can't make financial statements in Path of Exile. And I went, well, I bet you I fucking can. Anyway, I did! Alright, so I'm just going to move my my image down slightly so that you can see the craziness that is going on the screen right now. Anyway, so in traditional accounting, as you do, you would basically do a profit and loss statement and a balance sheet and generally an equity statement and a cash flow, whatever. Anyway, we're not going to look at cash flow. It's a pain in the ass. Nobody likes cash flow. Anyway, in this video, it's chaos flow. Anyway, don't ask me why I made this. I got real bored tonight. I could have just been playing the game and doing something else, but I wanted to do something crazy. Anyway, we have a working statement of income for Path of Exile, as in the value of chaos currency. We have a working balance sheet. Now, obviously, I don't know how to account. There's no accounting standard for accounting for Path of Exile stock for sale. You can't fair value it either. At least I don't know how yet. We can establish an asset value, I've figured out, and if we really wanted to go really far on this, double ASB 116, under the fair value standard, which I think is 103, I have no fucking idea how to fair value that, and I definitely don't know how to depreciate Path of Exile assets in chaos currency. So that one's a bit of a limitation right now. Player equity will calculate if anyone decides to use this. I don't know why you would, but maybe you want to do maybe you're so hardcore you want to do audited financial statements for Path of Exile. Anyway, this will let you at least do a real basic level of that. So basically, yeah, we look at the P&L, we have gross revenue sales, so item sales and gear, whatever. That feeds in from a sales subledger, which will calculate a total based on your input. So you go sale to Bob, date, blah, blah. I sold 25 chaos worth of gear, right? That will then flow into here and make up your gross sales figure. And then, so say, I had to spend some chaos in order to make that item, or there was some form of cost of sale involved. So then I would go in here and say, cost of selling item to Bob, 10 chaos. So then this will then bring that in against your cost of sales and then calculate your net sales, your total income, and then your operating income and deficit. So maybe I decided I wanted to blow some money on some shitty gear. I just decided to blow some money on gear. I would go capital expenditure, right, because we're spending on what is basically our asset. So say I bought a convoking wand, and I spent 500 chaos on that. There we go, 500 chaos in capital expenditure offset against our revenue. And we end up with negative 485 in deficit for our balance, our P&L. Now we're not done yet, because when we come to here, that's also our retained earnings or our carry forward that will flow into our equity statement, which will calculate off of our balance sheet. Now this one's a little bit more tedious because obviously you might value your gear at say 10,000 chaos, and then you'll also have, you know, maybe you've got 2,000 chaos in the bank. Anyway, this will basically calculate, if you enter into here, this will calculate your net assets, which will be 12,000 chaos, right? Your assets plus or your fixed your gear assets plus your cash, or we'll call it chaos at bank here, and that will calculate your net assets. Now the way that equity works, equity generally, if you don't know anything else about accounting, your player equity or your owner's equity in the business world will equal your net assets, okay? And in this case, it will automatically calculate this for you, and you'll see that my balance sheet balances. Yeah, and that flows in from our retained earnings, which is coming from our profit and loss, because I've, for whatever reason, decided, oh yeah, I will build a subledger for all of these in Excel, because why the fuck did I do this? I don't know. Anyway, if we want to go one step further, really want to go one step further, we've loaned some, or we've issued out some chaos to a buddy of ours. So then we would go and we would say, loan to Andy for 200 chaos, our receivable, and then because double entry bookkeeping, that would be a sale. So we would say loaned currency. Now, technically this is a loan, but we're going to treat this as sales. 200 chaos. Now, if I've gotten this right, and I have, we're going to have a receivable for 200 chaos, right? And the reason why we do a receivable and then we do a sale is because of double entry bookkeeping. So this would be a credit and this would be a debit. Anyway, let's not go into that right now. And then that will then flow automatically into your balance sheet and balance your receivables of what you're going to get back in. And then that will go against your bloody sales, which will be retained earnings, which will flow into retained earnings. So gross sales, there we go. It's flowing into gross sales. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much. So if anyone says you can't do financial statements in Path of Exile because there is a currency and a market, you absolutely fucking can. And if anyone is crazy enough to even want to attempt to do financial statements or whatever, for whatever reason, I don't even fucking know why you would do this. I don't know why I built this. I don't know why I just spent 2 hours putting this together and well, not 2 hours, it's like an hour actually, putting this together and tweaking this after I've been doing accounting all day at work. I will put this in the description below and you can do whatever you want with it and you can play with it. I'll clean this template up for you. I'll give you this version where I've punched numbers in, and then I'll give you the clean template as well, just for shits and giggles. Anyway, if you wanted to do that for League, I'm sort of tempted to do a series on that and do a Path of Exile financial reporting league, set of financial statements. Then, you know, you're welcome to. If you would like me to figure out how to fair value PoE assets and how to put together loan amortization and interest tables, so then when you give currency to someone, you can actually calculate an interest return, or what we call a loan interest rate, then I can have a play with that and build something like that too. Anyway, and if you really want to get hardcore, I can build the financial statements with the notes. I don't know why you would want to do this, but we can come up with a set of notes and whatever. Anyway, the community, you guys can tell me what you want. If this is even something that you guys would even just do for the shits and giggles of it. Anyway, if this video is completely redundant and you don't even know what the fuck you're looking at and it just seems stupid as fuck and why would I even fucking put this together, then give me a like. If you are legit and you're a hardcore accountant and, you know, you think that my financials look like shit, then give me a dislike. And anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you got a chuckle out of this. I don't know why I made this, but I thought I'd share it with everyone. Until next time, bye.